So I did my digital detox on Sunday. I chose to do it on a Sunday because I knew there was less chance of me having to walk around campus. And on this campus, media is really unavoidable because you just walk down the spine and there are hundreds of posters and advertisements everywhere. So I chose a day when I wouldn't have to go past all that. I prepared for the detox by telling my friends and my boyfriend that I wouldn't be able to text them or communicate with them at all by media, and I found that really strange because it just shows how much we're expected to be in constant communication with everyone online and with digital media. I turned off my phone and my iPad and my laptop, which was really strange because usually my phone is on 24/7. Even if someone rang me in the middle of the night, I'd be able to pick up and talk to them straight away. Breaking away from my usual morning routine of scrolling through Facebook and Instagram and Twitter was really strange. I really had to force myself not to reach for my phone and just to get up and get on with the day. I planned a day revision, a paper-based revision, so I wouldn't have to use my laptop. And obviously it's a Sunday, so I wouldn't have to check my timetable, and I knew I could just leave my emails for the day. So I tried to distract myself with revision, and I actually found that I concentrated a lot more and focused a lot more on my work and got through a lot more in a short space of time, because I wasn't constantly reaching for my phone and replying to texts and WhatsApp messages and all that. But I did find that in my revision breaks, I didn't really know what to do. I took quite a lot of naps because I just didn't know what to do, and I found myself a bit bored, which is really bad and shows how much we depend on media, even just for entertainment purposes. One thing that I found really strange was talking to my flatmates when I was on my detox. They never gave me their full undivided attention because they were constantly communicating with someone else online on their phones, and I just realised that I'm guilty of that as well. And we're always in contact with several people at one time. And I think another thing is the fact that there's a fear of missing out. My flatmates were talking about something that had been posted on Facebook the night before, and I couldn't really join in with the conversation because I couldn't just go on Facebook and see what had happened. So I think there's probably a little bit of jealousy there as well. One thing I found was that I felt slightly unsociable because I wasn't just able to get in contact with people instantly, and I found that strange because we're actually accused of being unsociable when we're on our phones, so that was really weird to think about. I did find myself feeling a bit detached from the outside world, and I was thinking, what if something happened in the news, something really big happened in the news, and I wouldn't know at all. You'd have no knowledge of anything happening outside of university, really. I mean, the student life is a bit of a bubble anyway, but detaching yourself from all means of communication means you really are kind of on your own and relying on your own resources. Again, I found myself a bit bored during revision breaks, but I did take the time to just sit and think how much media we have around us all the time and how much we take it all for granted. Even like brands and logos on food labels and other products, and you don't realise how much media is surrounding you 24/7, and it's really unavoidable. The day after, when I had my full media immersion again, I felt really tuned in again, and I found myself being a lot more appreciative of the media that we so often take for granted. I've just been able to text someone and get a reply within minutes. I found myself enjoying that a lot more, and I guess we are lucky to live in an age where we can get in touch with people on the other side of the world in seconds, but I think it means we are also becoming lazy. For instance, my flatmates and I have a WhatsApp chat group, so we just sit in our rooms and message each other online when we live within meters of each other. So I think the detox taught me that it's probably important to go and make the effort to talk to people face to face. There's one important thing that I think is that people can hide who they are online as well. So if you talk to people face to face, you get a better sense of their true identity and their personality, and probably get to know them a lot better than you would if you were just sending them messages online. So I think we probably need to stop being so lazy and dependent on the media. But I think it did show how much people would struggle without their phones, because we do rely on them so much. So yeah, it was just a really weird couple of days, and it really made me think about how much we're really addicted to our phones, and how much we need to think about other important things, and I really made me think how much work I could get on with as well. I mean, I read my book on the day of the detox. I read a bit of a book, and I progressed several chapters further than I would have done if I'd have had my phone on. So that was really strange. But yeah, it's made me a lot more appreciative of the resources we've got at our fingertips. Yeah.